The AG chambers in terms of
building awareness of the issues related to productivity and competitiveness is the core mandate of the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, NCPC. So said the director of the NCPC, Fiona Hinkson, during a presentation on productivity at the Attorney General's chambers earlier this week.
When we got the request to visit the Attorney General's chambers as part of the public service, we jumped on the opportunity because we felt that every agency need to be able to speak to issues of productivity, and the AG's chambers is very important in terms of their role in pushing the regulatory framework for economic growth and economic development in St. Lucia.
The mission of the Attorney General's chambers is to deliver quality legal services in a timely manner to the government of St. Lucia with integrity and professionalism, while focusing on facilitating an enabling environment, creating value and effective advice through the Registry of Companies and Intellectual Property, the Legislative Drafting Unit, and the Advice and Litigation Department. Acting Registrar for the Registry of Companies and Intellectual Property, Closel Chris, said the department plans to pay greater attention to measuring its productivity.
Ordinarily, persons normally tend to say that the government agencies are not producing at the level that they ought to be producing at. So as Attorney General's chambers, it's important for us to know what the gaps might be in terms of the way we do things, how much we are producing, how much more can we produce, and how more effectively we can assist the public in our whole operation.
The AG's chambers through the Legislative Drafting Unit prepares the legislation to enhance the business environment and ease of doing business climate in St. Lucia. Director for the Legislative Drafting Unit, Gillian Vidal-Jules, said despite the many external constraints which impact the delivery of outputs, measuring the unit's productivity is extremely important.
Before the presentation was done, there were some questions in my mind that I had in terms of presenting status of work reports to show the level of productivity of the Legislative Drafting Unit. So it was very helpful.
The director of the NCPC stated that her unit is actively seeking to develop a tool to measure productivity in the public service, which accounts for over 12% of St. Lucia's labor force. For the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Glenn Simon reporting.